It's you! Come on and join us!
Hey, yo, when Razor Emporium asked if we'd like to help with the Rex 1988 release, we said, of course, 1988 was the year I first started wearing cologne.
And 1988 was when I was born.
It's a Christmas morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet!
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. We're so grateful you're here. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres, why, come on in the live chat and meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of folks from all over the world hanging out. They'd love to meet you, too.
They would, and for our mention today, we wanted to show you the 2 lines of soap that they have going over at Razor Emporium. This is their house line. We've done 4 of these so far.
They do standards like Barbershop and Fireside, and then they have cool seasonal releases like we just shot this one for the Halloween season. Boy, what a charmer this one was. And then they also have Rex Emporium, which stands for Revisit Excellence. It's a look back and a look forward at the golden era of shaving, and they have created this sort of decades line of soaps that are homages to the entire decade of scents and aftershaves and colognes. This one was 1955. Reminded me of my doctor's office in Richmond, California back in the 70s.
Clean.
But he opened it in 1955 because we went to see his son. It was the dad that ran the place.
Fun.
It smells just like it. It's amazing. And then 1966, a beautiful tangerine sandalwood scent. And today we swing deftly into the 80s.
We do, but we also wanted to mention the Rex blades that we just added to our den, and we are having a lot of fun with these bad boys.
Y'all, incredibly sharp and incredibly smooth. They are sending shock waves throughout the community.
So true.
I am so excited for today's trip back to the 80s. Let's meet the soap. All right, y'all, so this is from Matt Pisarcik, owner and proprietor of Razor Emporium, and DJ, his perfumer, who does an amazing job. She's awesome.
Experience the luxurious lather of Rex Supply Company's 1988 tallow shaving soap, crafted in the USA to elevate your grooming routine. Infused with the iconic scents of the 1980s, this soap combines amber, white musk, bergamot, tobacco, cedar, and oud for a fragrance that is both nostalgic and invigorating. 1980s cologne scents that were used: Obsession by Calvin Klein, Polo by Ralph Lauren, Drakkar by Noir. So there's 3 that are kind of like the main ones in this. How cool.
Y'all, I am so excited. Obsession for Men was my jam in the 80s, and there are not that many shave soaps that come anywhere close.
But it's in here, so we're going to find out. Not only does this tallow soap provide a rich, creamy lather for a smooth shave, but it also offers amazing benefits for your skin, leaving it feeling refreshed and nourished. Indulge in a shaving experience that pays homage to classic cologne scents while delivering modern skincare benefits.
Y'all, let's have a grown-up conversation. 5-6 nights a week, I am reviewing shaving soaps for the show, but when I have a free choice, I very often wander over to the Rex Supply soaps because the formula is amazing. It feels wonderful to shave with, and that post-shave feel is just about unmatched. So I am so excited to have one for the 80s in our den. Let's open the box!
It's kind of fun because on our Christmas set, this is kind of like an early Christmas gift we get to open.
Y'all, we had to pop the lid to get the paper out, but we have not explored
look.
any further. Whoa, what is in
box.
here?
What happened
Look at
in
this. They did ask our t-shirt sizes. Look at this. I was
Are we
looking for the
official
black
now?
one.
That's a fun blue.
Beautiful.
Oh, let's see if they fit.
2. Oh, mine extra small. I love.
Perfect.
Oh no, wait, that's probably yours. Y'all, look at these colors. This for sure calls for a holiday costume change. Ah, these are beautiful, Matt, Trevor. Thank you so much. Look at that.
They look good.
I love the blue.
I know. Is that periwinkle? I don't know. It's gorgeous.
Y'all, the next time we go somewhere really crowded like Disneyland, I want to wear these and see if we can find the wet shavers. Be like, hey.
Do you know what this is?
Right. All right, let's see what else is in this box.
What are our goodies?
I am a sucker for purple.
That label.
Look at that label.
That was made
losing
for you.
my mind right now. Hold on, let's do perfect triplets. Let's see what these look like together.
Yes.
Matt mentioned he likes these because they look like little crayons in a crayon box.
Oh, they kind of do.
So amazing. I love how the font of the year itself is indicative of the decade. I didn't even notice that until I had seen 88.
Right,
That's
and there's
so
a lot of
cool.
texture going on. Like, as digital age has changed, they totally come through on the label.
And then there's more in the box.
There's
What have we
two
got?
things. What is these?
Yo, we have not yet experienced the splashes for the
Right?
Rex soaps yet. Sarah, I bring you glad tidings of great joy. Y'all, as big a fan as I am of purple,
It's
they
actually
put purple in the splash, y'all. It is a purple splash.
And we've got the balm, too.
Y'all, thank you so much
man.
for sending these
Look
out.
at
We
this.
are so excited. Perfect triplets. All right, y'all. Happy Black Friday. Let's have our first impression. All right, y'all. So I know all three of those colognes that this references. So
I'm so
I
excited.
want to go first and see how they put them together.
I feel like we're in a Back to the Future movie.
Oh, look at the creamy pour. That's beautiful. All right, here we go.
Right,
I have been
get
waiting
your
for
nose in
this.
there.
I'm so excited. All right.
Good whiff.
Oh, I love this, y'all. This does not go to the syrupy sweet highs that I was a little bit worried about because some of those colognes from the 80s were basically just sweet bombs. This goes the other way. This goes into everything that was clever about those colognes, everything that was friendly about those colognes without it going syrupy sweet. DJ, this is awesome. This is exactly what I was hoping.
Yay! I'm so excited.
Oh, well, because these qualities are the ones that leave your colognes first as they age. So when I do smell my Obsession bottle now, and yes, I still have it, it just has the sweets left, and it's not the full personality. This dives down into all of that stuff that is gone from my original juice.
impressive.
And
Okay.
it's here. Okay, hold on. Whoa.
Are you in the 80s? Are we at least that part, clearly?
Yes, and it's a beautiful mid-intensity. This is not a bossy scent. This is a best friend scent to sit on your shoulder and give you that vibe. Hold on. This is more like the electric vibe
fun.
of the 80s. Kind of like the electric
Right, the
blue
neon
of the
kind of
shirt,
colors,
right?
yeah.
Oh, man, hold on. And I love that there's like a woody mint on one side that's pulling against that white musk on the other. Y'all, if you were around in the 80s, you know white musk. If you were ever at the mall and you grabbed that little tincture and you smelled it alone, a beguiling, mysterious, deep scent, both clean and crazy, dirty, spicy at the same time. That's what's on the other side
Wow.
of this. Oh, y'all, hold on, because there's one more thing in the middle. Oh, okay. You know what else is really cool? I love that this is an homage to those three specific colognes because the best times of my life in the 80s were at cast parties, were at family reunions, were at things where everybody was wearing these three colognes. So when you go to a closing night party, you would smell all three of these together. And you would smell something exactly like
intriguing.
this. Like an 80s dance party, y'all. That's what this smells like and looks like. I mean,
looks
these
like, for
colors
sure.
are totally indicative of the scent, too. I love this.
So can you tell that those three inspired it, or does it become its own scent somehow?
Oh, it's its own thing.
Got
I
it.
would never know, even though I wore Obsession every day, even
Right.
though I know Polo by Ralph
Right.
Lauren really well. And we do have a couple of great homages to Jacquard Noir.
You're right.
This became its own thing with its own charm and its own personality. And it's not like a Frankenstein scent either. It's not like
Right.
they put these three dupes just in different amounts.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. They dug into the scent notes of these original colognes to build something brand new that would have stood beautifully at Tower Records,
there
if
you go.
alongside of these others. Y'all, Matt DJ, what a charmer and what a great addition to this line. Oh, all right, I want you to experience this.
It's definitely more masculine because it's meant to be cologne-wise, right?
Well, yes.
But 80s were kind of adventurous.
But 80s were kind of a different time. It wasn't about the John Wayne Cowboy
Right.
anymore. It was more about the Marty McFlys. It was more about the Ferris Buellers.
Hey, there you go.
That's what this smells like. I want to go to the Museum of Art in Chicago. All right, take it in. Let's see what you get.
I was probably a little too young to know.
This is what your obstetrician smelled like.
Blast from the past here, y'all. Oh,
Yeah.
there are parts to this. I think the white musky thing that you're talking about, there's something that does feel more 80s than 90s. Like
Right.
a lot of times,
Right.
if it's a cologne that's come out like right on the cusp, it's hard for us to know.
Yep.
This is for sure more the 80s zone.
Absolutely. This is 88 and before. There is nothing 90s in this.
No.
Fabulous.
Which is kind of like a magic. I didn't know
Right.
until I smelled it that I could tell the difference.
Right.
But you really can. And there's, the 80s have just such a fun, bright quality to them.
Right.
Like jumping from 55, 66, 77, like that was big in the 80s. All that bright kind of fun, new, different like edges to things.
Right.
Like even on the label, it's got like those fun edges going on. Yeah. So it's edgy, but it's still clean.
Right.
If that could make sense. Like all of the stuff that are in here, there's definitely more the ambers, the herbs.
Right.
But somehow purple is the perfect color to
Right.
come through here.
And you know why? I think because there's no evergreen. This goes the other way, because even polo green has some evergreen to it, like a strong evergreen sense. This does not. This goes the other way into the other sweets of the 80s.
Yeah, I'm trying to like not look at the list too much to see. The white musk is there, but it's not overpowering the scent.
Right,
There's
right.
other stuff in here. I think it was like one of the citruses, like a bergamot or something. They're keeping it on that brighter side, which I know is in a lot of some of those other colognes as well. And then there's something that does make it a little more slightly masculine, not overpowering.
Right.
Like 66 to me is much more masculine
Right.
than I would say this
Yes.
one is. I know that's intentional, but it really does come through with the
This
scent.
is more your Ron Burgundy.
Yeah.
This is more your Ferris Bueller.
There we go. That's how the lineup works in our house.
Right.
It's funny. I don't think we've had a soap that has done white musk this well yet.
No.
Like it's always in the scent, but somehow instead of a powder, like the white musk is that main star throughout this.
It's a strong scent, y'all.
Yeah.
White musk can be the ringmaster at a funeral, a little bit too loud. But in this, the balance is perfect.
Yeah.
You sense its personality, but it doesn't take over. It's just there to support and give a cleanness, a beautiful soapiness almost to the other scent notes.
Yeah. Like to me, the white musk is in the middle and everything else is kind of bouncing around it.
Yes,
they all work. Like that's the common denominator somehow with those three that they put in here.
Which would make total sense if you're looking at an 80s scent.
It's interesting because I like the normal woods and spices that we get nowadays.
Right.
I feel like they're in here, but they're used in a different way. And that's helping me know that it's more an 88 version of it, not a current type of
like
that
an
scent.
earlier form of maybe some of our favorite Creed scents.
I think so. Like something, those herbs and maybe tobacco or whatever those masculine-ish hints towards a cologne.
And sense that evolution, right?
Right.
Isn't this what these are about, right? Helping our noses discover the evolution of scents between the 50s and the 80s. And we are missing the 70s, but aren't most of us?
It's interesting because there's nothing that makes it super dark.
Right.
Like,
right.
you know, the 55 one is really like on a light to brightness scale.
Yep.
That one's pretty bright.
Very
Then 66 is just slightly above that. I'm assuming 70s is here. There's somehow like 80s is kind of hovering a little this way. Maybe it's more the oud or something or the musk in there, but it's not a dark soap. It's still not, you know, if that could be in a full spectrum for people.
It's almost taking the idea of the brights from this and the more spiciers from this and putting them together in that.
Right.
So it really is an evolution.
It just got a little facelift. Like there's something that add more fun and funky to it.
Yeah, y'all. And this is my 80s inspired custom bowl and brush from Amelia and Gardner, aka Brushworks. My mama took me Converse shopping one year for school, and I couldn't decide whether I wanted the electric blue Converse or I wanted the magenta Converse. Well, after about an hour of solid deliberation, she said, honey, let me handle your father. Get them both. They're beautiful. And if you want to, on special days, you can wear one on each foot because it's the 80s and that's what you do. So you can see the magenta and the blue in here. And then he even got the black of the Converse seal and the red of the Converse seal. Fantastic work. And it helps me remember my mama who passed away this year.
And of course it fits the 80s just all too well.
Love it. So y'all, here's how we make a lather here on the Barbershop Duet. This is our vertical bloom. We're just going to hit the soap with some water and let the water chill out on the bottom of the bowl because our first goal is not to make bubbles. Our first goal is to load that soap on to the bristles of our brush. Would you like to do the honors? I've done the last couple.
Okay.
So y'all, she's going to spin the brush, start loading that soap, but then she's going to go backwards and load it the other way. And then the patented Barbershop Duet brush spin. Spin your brush a quarter turn, 25%. Do it again. Starts to make a little spirograph pattern on the bottom of your bowl.
Things are happening already.
Right? You go forwards, you go backwards, and then do it again. Spin your brush again. Then keep going forwards, keep going backwards. That soap is all going to start making its way onto the bristles of your brush. And then, when there's only about 20% of the soap left, slowly now, because this is the sloppy part, go down and collect the water. Bring it onto the brush. You are now either ready for the world's greatest face lather or the world's greatest bowl lather. And look at this. It is already coming through.
I'm smelling a lot more waking up here. Let me just say already.
A few moments later.
I am getting new waves over here that I didn't even smell off the pot.
Agreed.
This is amazing. Whoa.
Okay, that like citrusy bright side.
Yes,
woke
100%.
up.
But still kept its sort of candied charm. That makes sense.
I think vibrant is a word that's coming
Yeah,
into mind.
right.
I mean, that is kind of 80s, but like the scent itself woke up differently.
I keep thinking electric, like what they did with magenta, what they did with turquoise in the 80s, what kind of this color. I'm smelling that.
Right?
So, all right, y'all, this is something you will only find on the Barbershop Duet. This is the What's With the Life Preserver whiff. On 3, 1, 2. Nice. Oh.
Right? That took a jump.
Oh, that's smoothed out a little bit. Almost got some aquatic notes going
I
on
would
in there
say that,
now, right? Woo!
Wow, okay. Do you get more of those actual specific clones, more like the obsession part coming through?
No.
Ah,
no,
okay.
and that's what I love, y'all. This is a brand new thing. There was a post not long ago that was talking about dupes versus original scents. And a lot of the brethren were saying that now as the hobby begins to leave the quarantine era, we are a little bit more appreciative of the original scents because 7 or 8 different artisans might have the same green Irish tweed oil, but these are different, y'all, and we so appreciate the work that Matt and DJ and Trevor and all of the Razor Emporium have put in on these soaps to make them new, original, and unmatched. No, this does not smell anything like a dupe from the 80s. This smells like a brand new cologne that would have been at home on the shelf in between these three with its own character and its own song to sing. And I love that.
with you.
Because DJ almost had to time travel in order to put her brain in that place, like when Sondheim writes a musical about London in the 80s. He has to do all this research. He has to like put himself into that place. You can kind of tell that she's done that. And just by whiffing it, we get to do the same. It is a time travel
Well, because like what you were saying, like sometimes the colognes over time do change. So that other part of the scent, it's not as original. But somehow here, you're totally right. It brings you back to like early 80s. It's happening. We are in the 80s.
And y'all, when we do watch our YouTube videos of Matt and Douglas Smites from Phoenix Shaving, we like to see how that lather coats the face.
Yeah.
So while we don't do shaving here on the Barbershop Duet, we do realize it's of great value to see how this lather works. So y'all, I didn't even wet my face yet. And look at this. Oh, it feels fabulous. This is a special base. And the house base is equally as amazing. They are doing fantastic work at Razor Emporium.
This is a wonderful, like, slickness, protected vibe. Like, the tallow is for sure in this. Like, I forgot that it was a tallow soap, but I can feel it.
Wow, I have not shaved yet today. Do you feel all that stubble's getting under your finger?
Yeah.
You definitely know this is a dude with a jean jacket on, maybe even a headband.
I feel like we're at the mall. We're on our way to the movies. Like, it's a good day. Whatever's happening.
Surrounds you. All right, y'all. So before we throw more quarters in the centipede machine, why don't we go back and look at the original scent notes? All right, y'all. So from the actual sales page from RazorEmporium.com.
So here's the list of scent notes. Amber, white musk, bergamot. That came out more in the lather for sure.
That, right.
Tobacco, cedar, and oud.
Y'all, as I'm getting to know this, there is a mysterious side to these base notes, and I'm getting it now. I didn't find it initially because I think the top notes were so charming and so alluring, and the balance is so good that you're not meant to sense these right off the puck. I think much like the 80s themselves, you're supposed to get the whimsical part, the charming part, the fun part first, and then as you get to know the 80s, you get to experience some of those darker, more oody, more mysterious places. And I love that balance because I really am getting those now.
I feel like the white musk, the tobacco, and the oud are kind of together.
Right. And they're kind of pulling this way. And then the others are pulling
amber,
this way.
bergamot, and cedar. Like they're together somehow.
Although that white musk and that amber are coming together to give me a powder note that is unmatched in our shaving den so far.
Agree.
And I love how amber becomes powder. This is doing it in a very special way.
Almost like if you didn't know what a powder was and you had to recreate it. Like somehow it's not powder, but it's darn close.
It's that. And the oud is there in a way and in a balance that it just invites your nose to go, ooh. The way that certain things that our nose isn't that familiar with does. And I love that it's hiding in the background of this.
I'm curious, when you were a teen buying your colognes, when you were going down the aisles and taking a whiff of all the things, would this be one of those ones you would have gotten?
There is a great way to answer that question. I'm going to put some of this purple juice on my face and tell you right now. I know. I can't get over it. I love that. Okay, hold on a second. So let's imagine I'm at Sun Valley Mall, 1988, walking by Sephora, and I throw this on my face. Hold on. 100%. 100%. Beautiful, dapper, clean, a little bit soapy, spicy, tiny bit floral, a tiny bit minty in the balance. And just this Marcus sense of clean that I have been looking for since the beginning of the show, so that nobody would say, oh, is that a cologne? They would just sense you as being fun, charming, and clean.
You took my word. I was going to say fun. Like, that was the word that came to mind.
Well, it smells to me like a cast party in the 80s because everybody was wearing these, and those were the most fun times ever. If you just closed a show, you are so obnoxious that nobody wants you at a restaurant, so you have to go to somebody's house and like watch the video of the show and stuff. Y'all, it is the most fun time because all the stress of the show is over. You just did your last performance, usually at that matinee, and you can finally exhale. And those were some of the most fun times ever, and this smells exactly like it. So this is taking me back to wonderful places. What's it make you think?
Well, it's funny because I think compared to the lather, I got more of the white musk oud side.
Right.
Here, those are now on the back burner, and I get more of the bergamot brighter side. It's not quite an aquatic, but it's kind of that fun, brighter side of the 80s that's coming through here in the splash.
And there's just something smart in the balance of this. Somebody that knows computers, somebody that goes to the library. There's just something clever in this.
It's like at the beginning of Ferris Bueller, when you see his room and his fancy setup, and he's got everything all planned out. That's how smart this is.
That Prophet synthesizer over in the corner. He's got the stereo and the TV and all that crazy stuff.
So speaking of this wonderful time warp, I think we should go a little deeper into the 80s and check out this bomb we got going on.
Oh, this is our first bomb tube from Razor Emporium. Thanks, y'all. All right, here we go.
Let's see. Ooh, it is kind of lotiony. Let's see. There we go.
Oh, there we go. It pours.
Oh, it's not as thick as a lotion. It does pour.
There we go. Love it.
Ooh. Oh, there's some things here too.
Oh, the bergamot.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
That's the lead-in.
Y'all. And the way that's pulling against the white musk is
and the amber.
Beautiful. I wonder if DJ rebalances this slightly in the splash and the bomb.
But I like how all three of these are just suddenly like a different way the puzzle piece fits in. They're all still there.
Right.
But it's
when
there.
you layer them, it's charming.
Yeah. Like they're all the same scent.
Right.
But I like how you could almost go on a different ride depending on where you go.
I almost see like as one color fades into the other. Like that's the sense I'm getting when I smell them together on my face. Yeah. Very cool.
Okay, so there's not anything here that I think has any green. Like it's coming through. Maybe the bergamot has it?
Just a little bit of like a rose stem / a spearmint just hiding in the background, just echoes of it somewhere.
But if you got whiffs of this on your face throughout the day, like it is a gorgeous feeling.
Yep. And nothing in this, y'all, goes deep down into those 70s musks. There is nothing raw and burgundy about this scent. This is the scent of morning in America, and it's beautiful. Wow.
Yeah. I'd like to point out, though, if I didn't read the label and I got a whiff of this, there is nothing in this that you couldn't wear today. Like it could still be a current scent that you choose to rock.
Right.
Does that make sense?
That's a really important point. Yeah, this does not whisk me back to the 80s of like, the way that Christmas would whisk me back to Christmas or the beach whisk me to the beach.
Right.
No, this just is a beautiful homage to a fabulous time that most of us remember. Most of us. And no, it doesn't drag you back. It propels you forward. It brings everything great about the 80s into a slightly modern sense, as does 55, as does 66. Right. And I think that's part of the brilliance of this line.
Right, because it even says here, a fragrance that is both nostalgic and invigorating. Right. And it really is.
Well, that's what happens with the Rex razors, too. They are brought into the future with modern technology, but still with that American excellence idea from the vintage classic age of shaving.
Right.
These soaps are doing exactly the same thing. There is a vintage edge, but there's a modern edge as well.
Right. So I know we're both fans of the 80s, but I feel like they did a wonderful job of putting that into a scent somehow.
Mission accomplished, and in a way that I never would have expected. I know the 80s, but I'm not a great perfumer. These people are,
Yeah.
and this is amazing. I am charmed by this. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just take your DeLorean down to that line that they drew on the street, and when the alarm clock goes off and you hit the gas and nothing happens, you're going to bang your head against the steering wheel and the car's going to start anyway. Jam your foot on that gas pedal and go all the way down toward the clock tower, and just about the time that you see Doc Brown doing a fire pole routine and that lightning bolt hits, you're going to get your own. So head over to rexsupplyco.com to find this and a bunch of other stuff I want. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Rex 1988. You know why I love this? There are so many different scents of the 80s they could have captured here, and this is not the night out at the club. This is the morning when you call your best friend and say, meet me at the mall. We're going to start at the arcade, we're going to see a movie, and then we're going to hit the open road and go down to the Winchester Mystery House and explore that for the afternoon. That's what this captures for me. And then probably a stop over at Blockbuster at night. The friendlier, more whimsical, fun parts of the 80s are all captured here. The cassette tapes and the kind of road trip where you have to crank down the window yourself. That's what this captures, and I love it. And y'all, the bass, just as excellent as the name would suggest. My razor can do fearless things. It feels like I'm ice skating with this. Thanks, y'all.
Welcome to Messages.
Hey, y'all. So for our special giveaway for the month of December, we can't exactly tell you what it is yet because it is our first collaboration with Adopted Acres Soap. Sarah and I came up with the brief for the scent, and Doug Lane, in his brilliance, has crafted something incredible. And when Adopted Acres goes live after the first of the year, we will be giving away one of our special collaboration soaps to one of you in the whip packet. All you have to do to be eligible is send an email here to WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com so that we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways, and then check back here on January 1st to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck. Whoever thought to make that purple, you get a gold star.
It's the little touches in this world, y'all, and it's things like that. Those extra little steps that let you know you're pampering yourself for that 10 minutes you have in the shaved in.
And that's what the 80s were about. The fun,
Right.
the vibrancy, you know.
Right,
Just
the why not of
Yeah.
all of it. That's what the 80s were. So I love that this soap captures so much about the 80s, from the color all the way down to the scent.
So if you couldn't tell, we are clearly fans of 1988
Love this.
in a scent, as well as the thought of putting this. I can't even wonder what 1999 would be.
Right, and you know what's funny? I did hear Matt Pisarcik on a live hint at the fact that 1944 may be our next one. We may be going back in time,
Even
folks.
further.
Stay tuned. Mysteries and wonders
How
lie ahead.
fun.
Trevor, DJ, Matt, thank you so much for sending all of this out to us for review and believing in our little show. It really means the world to us.
We loved our trip to 1988, and I'm so glad we can add this to our den. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.